श्रीभगवानुवाच इदं शरीरं कौन्तेय क्षेत्रमित्यभिधीयते एतद्यो वेत्ति तं प्राहुः क्षेत्रज्ञ इति तद्विदः.
In this verse, Lord Krishna responds to Arjuna's inquiry by explaining that the human body is referred to as the field, and the consciousness or soul that knows and experiences the body is called the knower of the field or Kshetrajna. This distinction is crucial for understanding the relationship between the material and the spiritual aspects of life.
Kshetrajñam chapi mam vidhi sarvakshetreshu bharata kshetra kshetrajnayor jnanai yattajnanam matam mama.
In this verse, Lord Krishna reveals a profound truth. Not only does every individual have their own knower of the soul, but Krishna himself is the ultimate knower in all bodies. This means that the Supreme Soul is present within all beings. Krishna emphasizes that understanding the relationship between the body and the soul is the essence of true knowledge. This shloka deepens the philosophical teaching by illustrating the universal presence of divine within every living being.
Tat kshetram yacca yadrakcha yadvikari yatascha yat sachayo yat prabhavascha tat samasena me shrunu.
In this verse, Lord Krishna invites Arjuna to listen to a concise explanation of the body, its characteristics, its changes, its origin, and the knower of the field. This sets the stage for a deeper understanding of the metaphysical concepts discussed in the following verses. Krishna will now explain the nature of the body and the soul in more detail, continuing the discussion of true knowledge. This verse emphasizes the importance of understanding both the physical and the metaphysical dimensions of existence.
ऋषिभिर् बहुधा गीतैः छन्दोभिर्विविधौ पृथक् ब्रह्मसूत्रपदैश्चैव हेतुमद्भिर्विनिश्चितैः.
In this verse, Lord Krishna explains that the knowledge he is about to impart is not new. It has been elaborated upon by various sages in the Vedic hymns and logically presented in Brahma Sutras. The teachings on the body, soul, and their interactions have been rigorously studied and explained through different perspectives in these texts. Krishna emphasizes the timelessness and authority of this wisdom, grounding his teachings in the rich spiritual tradition of India.
महाभूतान्यहङ्कारो बुद्धिरव्यक्तमेव च इन्द्रियाणि दशैकञ्च पञ्चचेन्द्रियगोचरः.
In this verse, Lord Krishna begins describing the components of the body: Mahabhutas, Ahankara, Buddhi, Avyakta, Indriyani, Ekam, Indriyagocharaha. These are the constituents that make up the body and the material experience. Krishna is explaining how various aspects of physical and mental world interact to shape the experience of living beings.
इच्छा द्वेषः सुखं दुःखं संघातश्चेतना धृतिः एतत् क्षेत्रं समासेन सविकारमुदाहृतम्.
In this verse, Lord Krishna further elaborates on the components of kshetra by adding the psychological and experiential aspects: Ichha, Dvesha, Sukham, Dukkham, Sanghata, Chetana, and Dhrita. These factors together explain how living beings experience the world through the body, mind, and senses, including their emotions and reactions to external situation. Krishna emphasizes that these elements of the field undergo constant change or vikara.
अमानित्वम् अदम्भित्वम् अहिंसा क्षान्तिरार्जवम् आचार्योपासनं शौचं स्थैर्यमात्मविनिग्रहः.
In this verse, Lord Krishna begins listing the qualities of knowledge that are necessary for self-realization. These virtues lead to spiritual growth and liberalization. These qualities are emphasized by Krishna as essential for cultivating the wisdom necessary to understand the nature of the self.
इन्द्रियार्थेषु वैराग्यम् अनहङ्कार एव च जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि दुःखदोषानुदर्शनम्.
In this verse, Lord Krishna continues to describe the qualities that lead to true knowledge. These qualities help in detaching from worldly entanglements and developing a deeper understanding of life's realities. Krishna highlights the need for individuals to understand the transient nature of life and the suffering that accompanies it, which foster wisdom and detachment from the material world.
Asaktirana vishwangaf putradaragृहादिषु नित्यं च समचित्तत्वम् इष्टानिष्टोपपत्तिषु.
In this verse, Lord Krishna continues to highlight essential qualities that lead to true knowledge and spiritual realization. He emphasizes that true wisdom arises when one can remain detached and emotionally balanced, despite life's ever-changing experiences. This state of non-attachment helps in attaining peace and focusing on spiritual growth.
मयि चानन्ययोगेन भक्तिरव्यभिचारिणी विविक्तदेशसेवित्वम् अरतिर्जनसंसदि.
In this verse, Lord Krishna highlights key practices for attaining spiritual realization and immortality. This verse encourages seekers to cultivate a deep, singular focus on their spiritual practice and to seek solitude for deeper connection and understanding.